I did a piece and I put it in the group. I don't know if any of you are familiar with it. It's and then he said sorry. And so yeah. So it was three pieces coming in line. So he said sorry and now she is saying. So this is kind of from the male perspective. It's kind of weird, but okay. So she said, is the title. Baby, she said, there's a burden I gotta make known, and I know I want my sorry. There's a burden I gotta make known. I want you to hear my side, but before I do, let's set the tone by laying pride aside. She started, baby, there's you, but for a time, there was him. I won't insult your intelligence and say he was nothing. He was something, but what he was is not you. Me and him were never an us. She continued saying, it started out as nothing, really nothing. We were companions of an intellectual sort. I took joy in idle conversation that became heavy precipitation of deeper meditation that rose from the mutualism of loneliness. Eyes downcast, she carried on saying, he found comfort in the simplicity of our interaction. It was belly laughs and easy smiles that brought us two, him and I, closer. We supplied a mutual shoulder to share the weight of our mutual enigma, you and her. She squared her shoulders and continued spinning her tail. In the space between breaths, we made the transition between damp shoulders to warm arms, replaced by soft lips flavored by the common need for an absentee lover. He searched for her in the curves of my body, and I looked for him, and I looked for you in the warmth of his smile. But, baby, I'm so sorry. Words and tears tumbled freely, and she related her reasoning. But baby, let's call a spade when we move to assign blame. There is cold comfort in a broad back to me at night. Little passion in minimal conversation. There's little fulfillment in needing something too enlightened to understand that in being there, there must be some being there. She wrapped him in the cocoon of her reasoning while weeping. Baby, I didn't mean to call you selfish, but while you built your ego a citadel against me, with the security of my faithfulness a foundation under the brick and mortar of their affection, you expected me to lay waiting for you, to deem me worthy of your time. He wasn't looking for the return on his investment. He found something in the possession of me. And in my mind, I'm thinking, how could she have misinterpreted so blatantly, misunderstood so simply that I took her with me, made space in a place too sacred to name, more intimate than my heart, more passionate than my spirit, more epic than my ego. I took her with me. I lived and breathed her, ate her, lived and breathed her. I was a slave to this empress, a point it seemed that failed to impress, and for all this, she looked at me, expecting reprieve because she said sorry.